What's good with YouTube? You already know. Big Flacco with a convict reaction. I'm gonna smash, dash, and react. Please hit the like, subscribe button, as well as comment. Do all those things to help support the algorithm, man. And please hit that bell notification for future fire reactions, man. And so today, man, with all the negativity I've been seeing on YouTube a lot lately, I'm gonna bypass that, man, for once. And I'm not gonna try to, engage on any of the channels right now to try to get views or anything like that, even though probably will get some views if I start talking about it. Avoid all that. Talk about something positive. Even though my weekend was a little bit, my trip wasn't the best trip as far as the traveling arrangements, but I did have an experience, man, with a movie premiere, being part of a movie premiere, and what I seen and what I experienced, man. It was a long trip, first and foremost, man. As you guys know, the first night my flight was canceled, and till the next day they didn't compensate me. I had to take about a $45-50 Uber ride there and back, so it was $100 plus I had to find somewhere to eat. First location I went to, I made a reservation for a room, and then it was canceled. And so all these different headaches, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got there. I got to Tampa Bay, man. And instantly there, I had the trip was only 10 miles from the airport to my motel. That was another $50. Anyway, so I show up there, and I'm just scouting everything. I dress real casual, and I notice they have a little video camera there, right there, doing little interviews, and they have people taking pictures. So I stay back. You know what I'm saying? And finally, I went in. Told the executive producer, Mike Rotel, I said, "Oh, how you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm glad you came." Give him a hug, and I tapped in, and I met the director, because at first these people didn't know me when I was going up in there to with no ticket and anything, and then the producer, the director, they said, "Oh, hey, William, nice to meet you," and that was cool. I wasn't there trying to get any type of attention, which I didn't get no attention. I just did my own thing. People didn't really know I was a part of the movie till they seen me and they heard me a little bit. And so, they came and gave an announcement, and that was pretty cool. The theater was fucking nice. Tampa Theater is beautiful, man. It was a good place to have the premiere. And see, this movie hasn't been set where they're going to distribute it at. They have different options. They could probably go anywhere with it, because this was a really good film, man. But in any event, I'm listening to people talk, and they're discussing it, and I'm not really exposing who I am or anything, that I'm part of the movie. Even though I really only seen one part. I missed the end of the movie, which I guess I'm in parts of the end of the movie. I didn't see that, but up until then, I just seen one part where you see me very briefly, and it says my name, and then it goes into me talking, and then it shows different little segments, because I'm talking about dual diagnosis. I'm talking about how people utilize addiction as a crutch because they can't deal with their issues and their problems, and I'm explaining this. And it was a really good statement I had that they liked in the show. Then it shows I made some contacts with some people that I know, and I gave him an interview that you guys will see on there. That was I can't say anything more, but there was someone else that gave a little interview that was pretty good about it. I'm getting credits for that. I get credits for certain parts of the movie, even the ones I'm not actually in. Then there's the interviews I did. Those were involved in the movie. So I've seen all these parts, and the movie was well put together, guys. It's part like a movie scene where they're showing scenes of people acting. In addition to that, it's also being narrated, right? Kind of like how you watch like Forensic Files, or you're watching like Unsolved Mysteries and stuff like that. Then it goes back to people giving certain interviews, right? And it was, man, the story was incredible, and the things that she went through, what I'm saying, I could relate to her, man. Like, I had a feeling like, I felt like I was, not that we have the same story, but we have the same story, the same feelings inside, and the same issues I've dealt with my whole life as far as inside, you know what I mean? I could see myself in this person, and that was scary a little bit, and but it was, man, it was exciting. They had the little thing with like the movie backdrop. You could go take your picture there. I didn't want to do none of that, man. I was there for support, just to see something that I was part of, and I contributed a lot to the film. There's things in that film that I contributed to that you guys may not know, but I did. And which was awesome. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that this film saves lives, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, people are gonna do what they're gonna do out there in the streets. I don't fault people for it. We're only human. We gotta survive. There's some people out there that are not salvageable because they choose not to be salvageable. For those that want to live a whole different way of living, there is a different way to live life, man. You know I hear the rumors about people, about this person's on this or this person's on that, and just people love to attack people just based upon the fact that they feel they have the ammunition. If you're off kilter, they're going to accuse you of this and that, man. But a lot of times, man, what it is life gets stressful, man, and we all deal with life differently. And there's sometimes people on YouTube that, you know, they're going through their own stress issues that they don't want to put out there on YouTube, just like I have. And people may not know what someone's going through, and this could affect you emotionally, and this could affect you physically. Always remember that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I see people make little comments from time to time, man. And, you know, I think we all go with the flow of how things in our personal life are going. If they're going good, we feel good, we look good, we sound good. When they're going bad, we're all fucked up, man. You know, but my reaction to this movie was this, man, is that it's a much needed movie that I think can have a huge impact on a lot of lives. If it doesn't necessarily save a life, it's going to give people the information to look into things and look at their life a little bit different, man. You know, especially for those families that, you know, are going through this, because this fentanyl epidemic is everywhere. It doesn't know what side of the street you're from, what side of the tracks, what your sexual orientation, what your fucking ethnicity. Any of that shit does not matter. You know what I'm saying? It's real. And you know, could I have been a little bit more interactive when I was there? Yes, but I was tired, man. I had a long trip. I had other things. It wasn't the best conditions of me going out there. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have went out there maybe a couple days before, felt rested, wasn't worried about things financially, because you know, there's things in life I had to stress off of. I really shouldn't have took this trip personally. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have took it, because I wasn't in the financial position to do so, but I did. And so it's up to me to figure things out from there, which I always do. You know, but you know, they did an excellent job on the film. Look it up 1 second at a time. And it's going to be put, they're going to distribute it. They're talking to different distributors who wants to put it on their platform. And I don't think any platform is going to turn this movie down, put it that way. It was that good. And I'm not just saying that because I was part of it. I was saying it because it was well put together, man. Other than that, man, I was you know, I made a dude that watched YouTube out there that actually fucking watched me before. He watches No Jumper and all these cats, and he was familiar with my channel as well, which was kind of cool. You know what I mean? To hear someone talk all the way in Florida that kind of recognized you. And other than that, I didn't get to enjoy Florida. I got there like real late and had to leave early in the morning. It was fucking humid. It was terrible, man, guys. Just put it that way. But you know, I could sit there and say that, you know what, man, I contributed to something I was part of. You know what I mean? You know, my past life has, as much bad as I've done in my life and mistakes I make, you know, no matter what, I can sit there and say that I have impacted a lot of people's lives in some form or fashion. I've been able to help people, man, even when I have been able to help myself, man. And that's always the best solution, man. And going there, it brought back so much memories and the things that I derailed away from. You know what I'm saying? I kind of curtailed a different path at times because of the amount of stress and things that sometimes we deal with in life. We don't realize our actions are resort sometimes to old behaviors. And it was good for me that, you know, if you think about it, I feel good, I look better, I sound better. You know, I'm always going to be me. That's one thing I can't ever change, man. And you got to take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a unique individual. You don't see people who are willing to put themselves out there on Front Street that ain't scared, that ain't going to act scared, that ain't going to do this and do that. That's not to make myself look like a badass. I'm just a real person. I'm a real human being, man. and I'm always going to be the one that you see presented in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It does make me want to get more involved in service though, man, because that was one thing before I got to YouTube. I was fucking 100% behind, man, and I don't see anybody really taking enough strong stance to be of service, man. And I'm not talking about be of service fucking to where everything that you do is being put out there on fucking Front Street. Well, I did this, I did that. Who gives a fuck about what you did, man? What about the things that you did that nobody knows? That's what's going to be more respectful and has more merit. Because it's easy to sit there and do things when the cameras are on, make yourself look good. Go do that in the trenches, man. Go do that when nobody knows, when you're not getting credit. And that's what this movie reminded me of, is a lot of things that I have done with myself in my life, man, and that I have helped a lot of people. Not as much lately, but I've helped a lot of people. I've sponsored men who are now counselors in drug rehabs, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That have professional jobs. I've walked people through some of the most crucial things in life that they trusted me enough to give me stuff that could be utilized against them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm proud of the things I've been able to achieve and accomplish, and I look forward to doing a lot more. And I'm going to go from there, man. But it was a great experience, guys. And I look forward to seeing it come out. I hope you guys support it. They're going to ask for donations. They're not asking. It's encouraged. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything else, man. Like whether you want to support channels or help channels get through what they're doing, you ain't got a super chat. You ain't got a cash app. You ain't got to do none of that. That's up to you, man. You know, I see someone put something about fucking scamming and fucking cyber panhandling. But I barely have anybody that looks at me, man. I don't even trip on it. It is what it is, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I find a way either way. And the thing is that I got one of the more positive pushes when I'm on my A game. And I've been on my A game lately, man. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, man, this is the Conflicts Reaction. Your boy Flacco. Hope you guys have a good one and stay positive, man. And yeah, it was an experience, man. I look forward to seeing the feedback that we get on it. With that said, I'm gone.